Platies are some of my favorite fish to keep in the aquarium. They're great for beginners and great for your experienced hobbyist. Platies are colorful, peaceful, and very easy to keep. So let's go ahead and talk about how to care for one of my favorite aquarium fish. Platies come from the genus Xiphophorus, which they share with their cousin the swordtail. In the wild, platies come from Mexico and Central America. The two common species of platy that are in the aquarium trade are the Xiphophorus maculatus, or the southern platy. These are your typical Mickey Mouse platies, wag platies, most of your common aquarium strains. And also there's the Variatus platy, which is most commonly found as the Sunset Variatus platy in your local aquarium shops. Platies can reach a length of 3 to 4 inches long, so when purchasing your first platy, you want to make sure that you have a tank that's 10 gallons or larger, and also you want to keep one male to every 2 to 3 females to cut down on aggression towards the female. I personally think it's a lot of fun to keep a nice big group of platies in a 20 or 29 gallon tank. Ours is a nice splash of color and it looks really cool. Platies will enjoy a temperature between 70 to 77 degrees, with the Variatus platy actually being able to go a little bit lower. They also prefer hard alkaline water with a pH above 7. I currently keep my platies around 7.8 to 8 in terms of pH. If you live in an area with softer water, I would highly recommend having a crushed coral or aragonite substrate in order to buffer the pH. As with keeping any tropical fish, your water should be clean, well filtered, and not having any traces of ammonia. I like to use sponge filters to filter my platy tanks, but if you are using a hang-on back filter or a canister filter, I would highly recommend installing an intake sponge in order to prevent fry from being sucked into the intakes. One of the great things about platies is they'll take a variety of different foods. They will readily accept a wide variety of flake, frozen, and live food. A couple of my favorites are baby brine shrimp and the extreme spirulina flake. If you watch them closely, you'll see them scrounging around the tank, picking at rocks and plants, eating all of the algae, like they would in the wild. So definitely having some vegetable-based matter is important. Another key to success with platies, as well as any aquarium fish, is starting out with healthy specimens. You'll want to avoid fish that have lesions, funny growths, white spots, or any other physical ailments. Let's go ahead and talk about what else can go in the tank with your platy. One thing I really do like to put with platies is plants. There are a lot of beginner plants that you can use, but some of my favorites are hornwort, guppy grass, vallisneria, and Pogostemon stellatus octopus. Since they are so peaceful, platies do get along with a wide variety of fish. They'll get along with your tetras, rasboras, and many of the other small nano fish that have become popular in the hobby. They also do well with catfish and bristlenose plecos. One combination that I have found that I like in my fish room is keeping the Variatus platies with Gudeids. Gudeids require a lower temperature, which is something that the Variatus platies can tolerate as well, and so the Variatus platies do serve as excellent dithers for the Gudeids. And since they're different genuses, they won't interbreed. There are a few species that I would not keep with platies. One of those would be the swordtails, just because you don't want those to interbreed and create unwanted hybrids. Also, you don't want to keep them with fish that would harm them, on fish that would eat their fry, such as large Central and South American cichlids like angelfish, and also fish like African cichlids. Males and females are easy to tell apart. Males are generally smaller and possess a stick-like appendage on their anal fin called the gonopodium. Females are generally a little bit larger and do not possess this appendage and just have a normal anal fin. Platies can be one of the most rewarding fish to breed in the aquarium hobby. Platies are known as live-bearing fish, which means the females give birth to live young, so the male will use his gonopodium to inseminate the female, The female will develop a dark gravid spot near her anal fin, and after a 30-day gestation period, she'll give birth to the baby fish. I would recommend having a heavily planted aquarium in order to provide hiding spots for the fry to avoid predation by hungry fish. The fry are rather large and will readily accept a wide variety of foods, from crushed up flake food, baby brine shrimp, and many of the commercially available fry foods, such as the Aquarium Co-op fry food. With proper care and husbandry, your platy fry will grow to maturity in about 4 to 6 months. Platys can be an incredibly fun fish to keep, and with the proper care and husbandry, will live a long and happy life in your aquarium and provide you enjoyment for years to come.